Welcome to the Property Regeneration Podcast. In this podcast, we discuss innovative products and services that meet either local, social, technological, environmental, political, and legal needs within the construction industry or property market. Introducing your host, a property developer and investor, Rachel Gross.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Property Regeneration Show. Today we're discussing the advantages of using two mobile apps, one that monitors project teams on a construction project and another that monitors the quality of building progress on site, with Jason Ruddle from Letsbuild in their Woking office in Surrey, England. You can listen to part 2 of this discussion in 2 weeks.
So welcome back everyone. Today I'm with Jason Ruddle from Letsbuild.
Hi Rachel.
Hello. Would you like to start off by introducing yourself and letting the audience know your position in Letsbuild?
Hi. Jason Ruddle here of the Letsbuild UK team. So I'm the managing director of, the UK territory. Letsbuild is a European-based business with head offices in Copenhagen and Brussels, with localised offices in the UK, Germany, France as well. So Letsbuild was actually founded as a business this year, but it was actually made up of two other organisations.
Yep.
So Letsbuild was formulated as into one business from the beginning of April this year. Prior to that, we were two businesses, one called Geniebelt and the other one called Aproplan. Yep. Both of those businesses started up in 2013 as two, Comtech businesses.
Yep.
Focused on delivering applications for the construction sector. One for managing quality checks for quality, health and safety environment within construction sites. And then Geniebelt was about the reporting, communication on site with the actual project schedule, so in real time. Yeah.
What was the reason of merging the two companies?
Well, as two young businesses, we were rapidly growing, and both teams were just 60 employees. And there was a synergy where we'd actually seen a number of customers take both applications.
Yep.
So the execs of both businesses basically just got together and basically agreed on a 50-50 merge to create Letsbuild in order to actually bring more value to the construction process.
And how do you think these two apps will contribute to the construction industry as a whole?
Okay, if you look at so our focus is very much on site. And actually how projects are managed, basically by project teams, subcontractors, basic material providers, and on site there is still a lot of, shall we say, paper trail. So what Letsbuild is focused on is digitising the site as a whole to actually eradicate pen and paper, so everybody has up-to-date information, real-time, which then leads back into all of the project stakeholders, the client. Everybody knows where that project is.
And what companies at present are using these apps? The scales of the company, the small, medium, large?
I would say we cover all aspects, small, medium and large. So we deal with the large corporates and large corporates of basically the contracting world. Could be somebody like Volker Vessels, Bouygues, BAM, or then we get down into large, medium-sized house builders, and then individual businesses who need to actually manage project data. Our app or apps are very easy to use, so it can be scaled rapidly within businesses.
And what would you say the ratio is for the usage of the app in terms of smaller companies and larger companies? Who seems to be taking to it more? And is there like a price factor that's hindering the usage?
Well, but like in all businesses, when we first set out, both businesses, we focused on the smaller organisations to actually gain more traction and get more market awareness. And once that took hold, we're then expanded out into larger organisations, because when you're dealing with large organisations, you need to make sure you have a very strong sales, product, and support team to actually back those organisations up with service. So to deliver our apps to those businesses, we have to be not only competitive on our pricing, but scalable as well. So we do have entry level where people can use our tool free of charge, and then you then go into different, I call them stage and gates of product features. So you can go into basically let's say an enterprise level, which a corporate would actually use, or you could step down a little bit, down from that, so it's more of a professional level. So it's all led on features and what that individual organisation needs. And
what is the price range for these different levels of entry?
Well, so we start at €29 per user per month. So it's basically a low level entry.
Yeah, quite affordable for a small company. Yeah.
And probably one of the important factors with Letsbuild is we're a SaaS business. So the software is there. Effectively SaaS is software as a service. So there's no hardware requirements. It sits within the cloud. You have access to it 24/7. So as I say, so deployment is instant. So the needs of very heavy dependent hardware it's not needed.
Okay. Do you have competitors in the market that have similar apps, and how would you rank your performance?
There's always competitors in the marketplace. So if you look at what our space is, we have some would say some project management or project scheduling capabilities, and also then if you look at how we manage basically quality checks, you could then possibly class that as a snagging or punch list tool. So yes, they're competitive applications, but there isn't one business or one application which will do what Letsbuild is bringing into the marketplace. So connecting, I say, that project schedule with the quality checks.
And that, I assume, is compatible with Mac and Microsoft.
Yes.
App. Okay. Yeah. And where would you say there are areas that might need improvement that Letsbuild might enhance or make better in the future?
If you look at our roadmap is predominantly led by our client base. So it's important that we listen to what clients need. So if I look at our app today, it's totally different to what it was, I say, 18 months, 2 years ago. One of the critical things is making sure that an application which is used on site needs to be easy to use and self-intuitive. So our approach is something like WhatsApp or Messenger. And so if you have basically the skill set to use those tools, then using Letsbuild is a very similar process. We call it a little bit like WhatsApp of construction.
Which I do like that term. So when this app is being used, is it predominantly by a project manager or the client, or is it everyone in a project team and they all feed into that one application?
Everybody within the project can gain access. So there's basically different access levels or security, user rights. So the idea is it brings transparency to a project. So the client, rather than actually requesting information, they have that information readily available. And the views will be different. So a client will be looking maybe at as a dashboard. Project managers will be looking more of a Gantt or snagging list connected. And then basically the site operatives, which could be a site supervisor or will be just using the mobile device and just looking down a list of activities they need to undertake.
Thanks for listening to the Property Regeneration Podcast. You can follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram and Pinterest, and contact us on contact@propertyregeneration.co.uk for more content and to have your questions answered. Until next time, adopt innovations to accommodate the growing population.